Are you self-employed, running a business on your own, working for yourself, or are you running a proper company? Two massive, massive differences between the two. Now, being self-employed obviously removes you from being employed, working for somebody else. You might be following your passion, your purpose, your mission, and trying to provide the value that you want to provide. Running a company has a lot more depth to it. There needs to be a lot more organization, a lot more structure, a lot more behind the curtain of a company to take that company seriously. Because if you're not managing things properly, if you're not measuring things properly, you can't tweak things, adapt things, and make progress and improve with things moving forward. If you're self-employed, you're working for yourself, like I said, delivering a great service moving forward. But if I said to you, how many leads do you have right now? How many sales do you have right now? What is your close rate percentage every time you get on a sales call? How long are clients actually staying with you? What is that retention rate? Okay, all of these metrics that you need to know for your business to then improve on those metrics, because if you improve on each and every metric that you got within your business, your entire business will grow, it will develop, it will thrive, okay? So two big differences. If you don't know your numbers and you can't answer those questions and you don't know how to improve on those metrics that you've actually got, you'll be missing out on a lot of opportunity, a lot of clients, and a lot of money, okay? So you need to introduce what is called SOPs. So SOPs stands for Standard Operating Procedures, okay? SOPs. There we go. Standard operating procedures. Let me just write this down as well. So standard operating procedures. Now, what essentially this is, in simplified terms, is a step-by-step guide for everything that you do within the business, absolutely everything. So when you actually speak to somebody on your social media, what is a step-by-step guide of the things that you do when having that conversation? How are you structuring that conversation? What are you saying? When are you saying it? You might feel in some circumstances when you're building out your SOPs that this is almost micromanaging yourself. But that's exactly what we want to do. We want to break everything down so we know exactly what we're doing within and on the business itself. So a step-by-step guide for everything. How do we communicate with people on our social media? What are we posting? Why are we posting that? What are we looking from that? What does our sales calls actually look like when we're actually having a sales call with a potential customer? What structure are we following? When we sign a brand new client, what software are we using? What does that onboarding process look like? What is the first impression for a client when they're actually coming into the service? All of these things need to have a step-by-step. They need to have an SOP. Because then when you get feedback from your clients and you're analyzing your business, you know exactly what tiny components to improve on, rather than, I need to grow my business, I haven't got a fucking clue how to do that. If everything is managed, if everything is tracked, you can then go into the business, into every single stage of the business, and start to improve on tiny little components, okay? For example, let's say one of your biggest problems in your business right now is retention, okay? You can then have a look at your service. You can get feedback from your clients. You can look at your onboarding processes that you've actually got. You can look at the skill set that you've got as a service provider. You can break down absolutely everything that is included and capitalizes on and improves that retention rate. Every single step by step. What can I do better? What can I improve on? What can I add more value to? How can I make my clients stay on longer? How can I improve that retention rate? And without having your SOPs in place, without having the step-by-step process of everything within your business, when it comes to improving your retention, you won't know how to improve your retention. You're guessing. You're winging your business. You're just being self-employed and you're just there for the ride. So if you haven't already, what I recommend you do before you do anything else with your business moving forward, before you know what steps you actually need to take to progress and to move forward with your business, you need to start building out your SOPs for your business. And I call this a company handbook. Now, a company handbook is something that you can give to a complete stranger and they will know how to run your business for you. They will know how to create content, how to create your marketing material, how to set sales calls, how to deliver sales calls, how to deliver your service, absolutely everything that I've just discussed and brushed over. A complete stranger will know how to run your entire company if you have a company handbook, and you can hand that across and have a step-by-step, paint-by-numbers process for everything. You've dumbed everything down, everything has a clear process. A complete stranger can pick up your business and run your business for you, okay? Really, really important. So I recommend that you build this out. You take some time, you build this out, and what you'll actually find is whilst you're building this out, you'll find little improvements and little pockets of your business that you know that you can improve on. You might have been lazy and not actually improve that. You might have just not had the time to improve that. You might not have the knowledge of how to improve that, so you might want to look to hire external help, okay? Building out this process, building out this handbook with all of these processes is such a powerful tool and removes all of the guesswork, removes you winging things, and removes you being self-employed and makes you a company owner. Really, really important. So the softwares that you can build this out on, such as Thinkific, there's Teachable, you can build it out on a G Drive, for example. There's so many different softwares, it's very person dependent, but choose a software that works for you and start to build out every single SOP within your business, map everything out, and then spend a little bit of time once a week or once a month reviewing all of your processes. How do we make this better? Okay, we've got an onboarding process here where we have maybe a questionnaire, maybe we have a call with the client, maybe have a period of time where we're getting the client ready to actually deliver that service with. Then on an ongoing basis, we might have another call, we might have additional support and touch points throughout the service with that client, okay? That's the onboarding flow. How do I improve that? How do I make that better? How do I make the onboarding process faster, better, more impressive, more valuable? But you won't know how to do any of that unless everything is mapped out, because you just won't know. You don't know what to improve on because it's not clear as day. It's not in black and white. So really spend some time. I strongly, strongly recommend, if you want to grow your business in 2025, don't guess. Grow your business by mapping everything out and creating predictable growth with your business in 2025.